So I'm going to show you my Brooks City Base course that I go and do at lunch when I'm at work. And that's what I'm going to show you today. So here we are on what is left of Brooks Air Force Base. Brooks was closed down about 10 years ago. And you can see, if some of my friends from New York, if you look at these buildings, they look a lot like Alva T. Stanford, because they were all built around the same time. But what we're looking at here was formerly the United States Air Force School of Aerospace Medicine. And it is now it's privately owned by various companies now. And the last remnants of the School of Aerospace Medicine is where I work. And the company I work for owns the two buildings, which house human centrifuge and human altitude chambers used in research, acceleration research, in other words, for fighter pilots, training fighter pilots in being able to endure a high G environment. The Blue Angels actually train here with us. They come in once or twice a year. And on the other side, the altitude side, we have a number of high altitude chambers. One of the chambers is actually capable of going up to 120,000 plus feet. And is also able, it's a temperature chamber, so we can vary the temperature and the humidity all the way down to minus 70 degrees Fahrenheit and up to 150 or 160 degrees Fahrenheit with varying levels of humidity. The Red Bull Felix Baumgartner, I think his name was, he actually trained here before doing his Red Bull Stratus jump, which was the world record free fall at the time, since been broken. I think that was around 2012. That was actually before my time here, at least this time, because I originally came here for training, altitude training, as a pararescue student back in 1982. We'll get a closer look at some of the buildings. This is the backside of the altitude. So the Red Bull Stratus jump was a big deal. We've actually done some work for an escape system on an experimental plane, and we took a couple of individuals up to 60,000 feet to simulate an egress from a high altitude aircraft with certain equipment to protect them to protect them from the hazards of that high altitude environment. And the testing went really well. So equipment proved to be an effective survival ensemble to allow a pilot to escape from this particular aircraft at 60,000 feet and actually like bail out. In its heyday, Brooks was responsible for a lot of research that enabled NASA to successfully pursue the space program. In particular, research on decompression sickness related to altitude. Extensive research in that field was accomplished here over a period of 50 years. And the lessons learned were crucial to the safety of the astronauts as well as to the safety of our pilots that fly in high altitudes with a lower cabin pressure, such as the U-2. And a lesser known group, a parachute, were operating very high altitudes in an unpressurized aircraft. And all that research allowed us to do calculations to figure out safety margins so that these various missions could be accomplished without the loss of life. That's Brooks. That's the legacy of this place. And that's why I'm so thrilled to be here again. The actual school was dedicated on November 21st, 1963. And the significance of that is it was by President Kennedy, who was actually here. He stopped here the day before he went to Dallas. It was his last official act as president, was dedicating the School of Aerospace Medicine complex